Obedient someone's knights.
Obedient someone's knights. I wonder what's going to happen on this field.
We're gonna find Lady Subaru, maybe, if she's looking at that
I was
post.
actually going to say a bunch of people are going to pledge loyalty to Lady Subaru, and we're going to reform the Crimson Knights.
Reorganize the Crimson Knights. The pup. ... What is it? Did something happen to the puppy? Lima beans. I hate lima beans, but I love tofu and nadame. I wonder why I only dislike lima beans. That's not good. If you don't eat right, you get sick later on in life. Work at home. I'm doing some admin work at home, but I get these telemarketing calls while I'm trying to work. It's so annoying. Pretend you're not home or something. Well, it's their job. Screw that.
Yeah, that's what we all do.
Recently, even during classes, I've asked myself, I wonder what Kind is up to. Is that really weird? I mean, I've never met you. Yeah, we only met each other just recently, but it feels like we've been friends for a long time. Kinda weird. Me too. I feel that's
It's almost like we've gone through the course of 4 games together or something.
We've spent the last several months together. Rescue service. From now on, we can't be wasting time trading items here and there. The heroes gotta rush into them dungeons and rescue players. That's what's gotta happen, see? Don't you think this is a dream job? Getting paid and loved by all?
See, this is the weird part. She goes from a southern accent in the way she talks to immediately a Wisconsin mother's accent when she talks. It's like Bobby's World's mom.
I think it's supposed to
Oh,
be...
don't you think this is a dream job? Getting paid to be loved by everyone and all, don't you know?
Are you talking about me in particular? Because...
No. I'm saying, like, the way that her mails are written, she starts up like... Because I know she's got a southern accent. We've heard her voice.
It's not southern. I don't think it's southern. I think it's more like New England kind of place, like New York, Boston, kind of like that. New
Oh,
Jersey.
so she's supposed to sound like this.
Supposed to sound like she's from Jersey or something.
From Jersey?
I tried to find out if the in-universe character for Rachel is supposed to be like Osaka or something, but I haven't found any information on that.
Oh, yeah, because, like, Osaka's the hick of Japan.
Right, so, and which, yeah, or if, I, like, tried to find out if, like, even the actress maybe was from the Kansai region, like, that's why they gave her the accent. Yeah, I don't know. Nameless pseudo sea of sand. I still liked when you called her Harley, though.
Oh, Mr. J.
Oh, Mr. K. In this case.
Oh, Mr. Clyde. I'd be more than happy to be your girl.
Accompany me to Collapsed Travelers 4. That's all.
And people are already gonna give me crap. I sound like Archie Bunker's wife from All in the Family. Oh, Archie! Oh, Archie!
I don't remember when, but I talked to a wandering AI named Harold after his share asked where is the sanctuary. I didn't know what he was talking about, but he was so persistent. I told him, you know about the best. You know about it, fuck, I can't read the shit. Who writes this
Anyway, you're going to Delta Reincarnated Purgatorial Altar.
That's right, we're going back to Delta. I'm sorry. I wanted you to... Morgana, but because...
I just want to imagine that she's cursing every time we see, like, odd characters. So, I wanted you to bird Morgana, but bird it Orca. Oh, and bird!
Well, it's funny because that does kind of happen. Not that entirely, but that does kind of happen, like, in Dot Hack Gift, which is, like, a little parody video that comes
like,
with
Laura,
the...
you dirty mouth little girl.
That does actually happen. She's like, but mother, they're all a bunch of it. It actually literally bleeps the dialogue from there. So it's like, what was she saying? Some players have fallen into comas. Flash. No, I gotta do this like...
No slash! Some players have fallen into comas and have been hospitalized after playing online games. The victims experience extreme low blood pressure and heart rates, leaving them in critical condition. According to the director of one hospital, the cause of the comatose state remains unknown, and because of this, it is difficult to find a cure for their state. It is widely believed that the online game caused this is the world, but there is, as of yet, no proof. The CC Corporation has declined to comment. And by the way, your dog plays ping pong.
That's very
I like throwing that last deal just because either that or go get 'em, fellas.
Go get 'em, fellas.
Just because it throws people off.
To the one who plays the flute, location of seeds.
That was in the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, or not Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past. We don't get the flying duck anymore.
I'm actually watching Game Grumps play A Link Between Worlds. Splendid Emerald.
Because I just barely noticed. I think they're done with Ocarina of Time. Because the last time I checked in on a video, they were in Ganon's castle.
Yeah, they're not quite done yet. They're getting there, though. They're close.
Just too bad there isn't a camera so that Aaron can take a selfie of Ganon. Yeah, I'm like 3/4 through Mario Galaxy, and I am going to go to 3D World after. So, because I know they haven't done Galaxy 2, and I don't think they will. And then I'll go to Zelda, and I'll enjoy all those videos over again.
Are you talking their playthroughs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you maybe were talking about playing for a bit, but...
Oh, no. I used to be a person who chronically played games back in the day, but... I don't know, having Let's Plays now actually kind of draws me against the idea, and instead I want to go watch... Occasionally I'll watch something that we've done, or I'll go watch something that somebody else has done, because I don't know if you have this problem, Alex, but I do. Like, it's kind of hard to hear your voice online. It's kind of hard to hear your voice behind a project now.
Yeah.
It's like you constantly want to criticize it. Like, oh, I could have done that better. Oh, I could have done this better. And I don't want to be that guy, okay? It's one of those things where I appreciate Ben at this age, where he can't watch like older videos of Anime Abandoned anymore, because he just can't. He can't go back to that point in his life.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way.
I can't do it. It's so weird hearing your voice and it's not coming out of your mouth. Okay. All right, so we're back in Omega server. We have our next objective.
Yes, we do. Let's go take care of Actually, let me think. What's the? Net slum. So all these, we're gonna get to these later, but all these keywords here, we gotta go to one by one and get special virus cores.
Okay.
But for now, we're gonna go here, obedient someone's knights, and we're gonna call ourselves up a party.
Are we gonna get the band back together?
We're gonna get the band back together.
Assuming, of course, they'll get back together.
The game's all here.
Look, we love you, Stephen Bloom, but this is the band. This is the band that was there for 2 games.
Yep.
And then we broke the world, and Mistral got pregnant, and we're still trying to figure that one out because she looks like half our age.
Well, you can't judge her avatar by what she looks like in
But
real life.
apparently people do. You have no idea how much we actually hear that.
Yeah, we do. Mistral does get quite a bit of time in the novel versions of these games. You actually see quite a bit of Mistral in real life.
Okay.
Because she and Black Rose kind of form a little friendship together. And yes, she is indeed a housewife who is pregnant.
Does she ever have the baby?
Yes, Murray is her baby. From
Okay.
Legend of the Twilight, that's her baby.
Oh, okay. So she began what her mother started and continued to look for every rare item in the game.
Yes, I mentioned that in my review.
Oh, and by the way, grunty music!
Aprio. And there's some Twilight Onion. Not to be confused with Twilight Princess.
That's a bad joke. No biscuit.
But I want biscuits.
Actually, that's another thing that somebody actually emailed me. So, have you watched my Doom review?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So, you're probably going to know the reference that I'm going to make.
There's the dungeon.
So, you remember when I was actually talking about the quote evil doctors?
Mm-hmm.
And I introduced one of them and made a very corny Return of the Jedi joke about Obi-Wan's line.
Right.
So somebody actually private messaged me. This is a friend basically saying, and he basically put up the time code for when I did that, and mentioned that I also did the whole nice one Obi-Wan kind of text above it, because you know if Yuzu Otaku's not going to do that format anymore, I might as well do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like that format, believe it or not.
Wait, sorry.
I'm waiting to see if a cutscene happens. Okay.
What's the format again?
Where you put a text of like what you're actually thinking when you're editing this.
Oh yeah, that.
So I did that. And I got an email basically saying, time code there, saying, that's a bad joke, sir, ... You're better than that, ... No biscuit. And for people who don't know the joke I'm making, go into the Doom review, but it's basically that one of the evil scientists that you come across in Doom is kind of a robot. And so I basically took one of Obi-Wan's lines from Return of the Jedi and worked it into his introduction. I'm trying to remember the exact wording that I had. It was like, right now he is more machine than man, but maybe lacking the twisted and evil, I think is what I said. It's like, guys, when I wrote that, it worked for me, and I just couldn't get rid of the line, okay?
It's a fine joke.
I liked it. I thought it was nice wordplay.
I've made plenty of bad jokes myself.
Yes. Well, we're internet reviewers. Occasionally, we're going to make those horrible jokes.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, Pro Jared made a joke about normal boots. And then went on camera with a stupid grin going, they're just normal boots. I can't remember what video he did that.
I don't know.
It was an RPG, I can tell you that much. Crap, that's gonna bother me. By the way, can I just say for the first, when I actually saw because you just barely showed me your video of Taisho Baseball Girls, one of the first things that came to my mind when you started that thing was you were trying to imitate the Pro Jared opening, where you were grabbing everything that you would need. If you had actually gone to your closet and grabbed a t-shirt, then I would have laughed my ass off.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had, but I'd been kind of visualizing that in my head for when I was preparing for the video. Yet I couldn't find a way to. At first, I couldn't make it work with the joke I wanted to do, which was incorporate the clip of the Gothic Lolita girls playing baseball. Then I found out a way to make it work, and I kind of last minute threw the sketch together.
Nice.
Get over here! I hate you, you piece of shit!
Wow. Just 0 to hatred in 60 seconds.
Not even.
You just saw it.
Not even 60 seconds. Like 3 seconds.
I think I just found our episode title: 0 to hatred in 60 seconds.
0 to hatred in 60 seconds. It's like God in 60 seconds.
Exactly.
Only way more lame.
I don't know. That movie had Nicolas Cage in it. Can you go lamer than that?
Nicolas Cage.
I'm Nicolas Cage, and I think we're about to have a face off. I just want to be a good treasure hunter. Oh, we're in a dungeon, and I haven't done the anime update
Yeah,
yet.
that would be a good time to do anime update.
Now would be a time for Drak's Anime Update! We're good?
We're good.
We're good? Okay. I'm never going to add an echo to that, guys. I know I said I was going to in an early video. I'm never going to do it now. Because I like how I do it now. So the first update that I want to get off my chest, because I've literally not watched episodes to keep this in my head fresh. And that is with Gundam Mobile Suit Gundam Double Zeta. Okay? I don't know if I'm saying that right anymore. Moving on. So I've hit what I can consider to be a pivotal moment in the series, and one that still to this day pisses me off, and I just barely saw it like a week ago. So I'm about 30 episodes in. I'm on episode 30 or 31. And we had an episode. So I've been explaining this, that Judah has been going through this whole arc of trying to rescue his sister, right?
Right.
And almost every time he plots to do anything on his own, it is to go rescue his sister. Well, in the last couple of episodes, we actually had a botched attempt at rescuing his sister where they landed on Earth and then had to go to a desert town called Dakar to thwart a Xeon plot. They specifically sent Judah and his crew because they knew that, I'm guessing they knew that his sister would be there and that he'd try a rescue attempt anyway. So why stop him? Because he's going to go. Well, that arc is over because it resulted in his sister Lena's death.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yes. Oh, no, it gets worse. So, yeah, we had a couple of episodes where we were... I'm sorry, are you waiting on me or something?
No, I'm just waiting.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm
just making sure.
Regaining SP.
I didn't see purple mist, but I want to make sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had a couple of episodes where we were going through the desert to Dakar, and we also had to interact with my, quote, favorite character, El Puro, who is, the same annoying girl that almost got Judao's sister killed and almost intentionally killed her in order to be with Judao forever. So that we have the awkward kind of forced romance that Puru wants to have, even though she's like 12. She's literally like Judao's sister's age,
right.
And she's wanting to make out with Judao. But she also wants to call him brother. That's not creepy.
Oni-san.
Well, no, she just spends 80% of it going, Judao!
Oh, okay.
Judao! Judao!
Oh! Why did you have to charm Black Rose?
Anyway, so they get to Dakar. Judao goes in alone to try and rescue his sister Lena. What's actually happening on the other side, I mentioned this a couple times, where the Zeon soldier Glemi Toto, yes,
right.
That's his name. I actually got a comment saying, how is it that you didn't make a Wizard of Oz joke from his last name? It never came to mind. Yes, Glemi Toto, that's his name. And he's been grooming her to make her a refined girl kind of thing.
Black Rose, why'd you do that?
Well, it turns out that they were going to a party where...
Stay away from me.
The people of Axis, or Neo... You know what? Okay, there's two terms for the bad guys in the series. It's either Neo Zeon or Axis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with what they call themselves, and that is Neo Zeon.
Okay.
So, we have this party going on where Neo Zeon is hosting a lot of the aristocrats from Earth to bring them to Neo Zeon's side.
Right, okay.
And Lena's there, and she's watching all of these deplorable aristocrats just, sell human lives as if they're nothing.
Okay.
But in the meantime, we have Judao sneaking into the big mansion that they're holding this party at, trying to rescue her. And I don't know if I've explained this or not, but spoiler alert, both Judao and his sister are new types. They can actually sense each other.
Okay.
They don't know what that is, but they're new types. And it just so happens that when Judao thinks he senses Lena, he runs into Haman Karn, who is the leader of Neo Zeon. Yes, I know there's a little girl that's supposed to be in charge, but it's really Haman. That one girl that everybody seems to have a crush on. Except for Judao. And so they run into each other, and Haman's got a gun pointed at him, saying, no, we're not going to do this again. And you either join us or die, because she's been going on this whole shtick for the last couple of episodes of getting Judao to join them, because he's a new type. And the more new types on their side, the better. Okay, cool. Then Lena actually comes across them and notices that there's a gun pointed at Judao. And her first instinct, as his sister, is to step right in front of the line of fire. While Judao tries to pull her out of the line of fire to put himself in the line of fire, then she goes right back into the line of fire.
Oh, jeez.
That's what's happening here.
That's really too dumb to live.
And what I would actually like to say is that Haman gets so annoyed by this, but no, it's just basically she's sick and tired of him trying to destroy their plans and not working for them. She fires, and just so happens to hit Lena. Now, here's where it gets confusing. Because they treat it as if she was, shot in the stomach.
Right.
But the shot that we actually see happen looks like it grazed her in the side.
Mm-hmm.
But then we have to have that whole moment that you have in movies where you put your hand down and you bring it back up and it's covered in blood.
Right.
Kind of thing. That happens to Judao. Well, this pisses him off enough that he actually awakens his inner badass new type powers. So much so that he is actually a presence that every new type in the building can feel. And all they feel is pure rage. So basically, he just hulked out mentally. So much so that Haman is so afraid of this new aura that she's feeling from him. She is now basically on the floor. She's tripped over herself. She's peeing her pants. She's doing everything, including shooting the aura that she's seeing, but it's, conveniently missing because it's all around the walls. Mm-hmm. And even when she's out of bullets, click, 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 she's trying to fire at it and then runs away. But then at this point, it becomes a whole, we need to get Lena to a doctor.
Right.
So they get her out of the house, or they get her out of the mansion and into the plane, and they're flying to the Argonaut, who's supposed to be, off the coast right now. Well, Glemmy's not happy about the fact that they just took away this girl he spent so much time grooming, and then gives chase to them and shoots the plane down.
Right.
It just so happens to conveniently land on a beach somewhere, but both people are passed out. Which, for a gunshot victim, that's not a good sign. Because, you're bleeding still. Fast forward to the second part. This is how I know this episode wasn't going to go well, because this two-parter was literally called Lena's Blood. Kuro just so happens... So, while he's been in the mansion this whole time, his team has been fighting off mobile suits in the city, being a distraction. And Puru has been off in what's called the Mega Rider. I know, that sounds like a Power Rangers thing, but stay with me.
Okay.
It's like a motorcycle that one of the mobile suits uses. She senses Judo off in the distance, jumps off of the mobile suit, and immediately goes to them. Eventually, they all regroup on Judo's position, where he's kind of comatose. He's unconscious because of the crash. And so is Lena. Except Lena wakes up first, and Puru pulls her away and says, in order for you to be the most assistant to your brother, you need to come with me. Mm-hmm. Basically into an attempt to try and kill her again, because she wants Judo all to herself.
Right, okay.
Judo already wakes up, he figures this out, and we literally have a scene where Puru is taking an iron rod and choking Lena with it.
Wow.
Keep in mind, in continuity, she still has a gunshot. Or she still has a bullet in her, and she's choking her. We then get to go through this whole 10-minute spiel about how Judo wants to bring Puru into the family, and basically make her a sister and all that. And even Lena's okay with this. Of course she is, because she's got what's it called, the hostage deal. No, it's not Hodgkins. You know what I'm talking about. The hostage empathizing with their...
Oh, Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm Syndrome. Because she's got Stockholm Syndrome. She's got an iron rod right next to her neck. Mm-hmm. So, of course, she's saying, yeah, sure, let's make her a sister. And they decide, since she's already kind of losing energy and they need to get a doctor, to put her in the nearby cabin on the beach so that she can get some rest until they can get a doctor there.
Come on, how did I miss?
And it just so happens around that time, Glemmy's mobile suits appear, and they have to take care of them first. One of which I think is actually housing a new woman that we've never seen before. At least I don't think it was the same 80s hair metal woman that we've known in the series. But it was a new one that was working for Glemmy.
Right.
And she's trying to protect Glemmy and all that fun stuff, but they form the Double Zeta, and they fire the killing shot for her mobile suit. And her mobile suit literally, convenience at its finest, just so happens to crash feet away from that cabin. Mm-hmm. Basically setting the damn thing on fire. There's no possible way there could have been survivors.
Right.
What we also saw in the plot was that she was starting to have a fever. So what does Puru do? She goes out to go soak a cloth in the cold ocean water to cool her down. And while she's out doing that, boom, house on fire. Final result, Lena's dead.
Wow.
And Judo blames Peru to some extent, but not really. He doesn't really blame anybody, but except himself. He blames himself because he could have protected Lena better and blah 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 blah. You know, stuff we've seen in anime before.
Yes.